You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Williams with a clean look. And there's another one for the Jazz. And Jack, with 2 years left on his deal, a team option for a third, now in his 30s. I expect him to bounce back. He's too good a player to continue to struggle like he did last season.
Well, I agree. Not only is he a good player, he's a quality guy, too. D-Wade playing well. He's got 24 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
Yeah, he's giving them a little bit of everything, guys.
Harris is checked in for Utah. Heinrich comes in for Jarrett Jack.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result. You know, when you're a team that's in rebuild mode, it can be really difficult when you have to go out west. And for the Celtics last year, it was not pretty at all.
As you said, for Boston, very tough time against the West last year as they won only 4 of their 30 games against the conference.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. Thomas against Heinrich. He feeds it to Favors. 5 to shoot. Out to Shumpert. Launches it.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, guys, and as long as they're in the lead, he's going to continue to try to find his rhythm.
Wade passes to Thomas. And the 3 off target. Well, Clark, to add what you said about Boston, 4 wins total and 0. Yes, 0 road wins for the team all year against the West.
Kevin, that says it all. I mean, if you're going to compete in the league, you've got to be able to beat at least one time the teams you face, no matter what conference. So the Celtics have a lot of work.
Here's Heinrich after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Heinrich against Thomas. Heinrich kicks to Booker. Wide open look. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Heinrich's got 6 assists now in the game. Thomas goes in, and Kirk Heinrich picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Channing Frye's checked in for Trevor Booker. Out to Wade. Heinrich against Thomas. And another basket for Boston. Utah leading. Heinrich outside. Shumpert in the corner. All alone. And Heinrich with the basket, the assist by Shumpert. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And the Jazz with possession here, following the 3-pointer by Boston. Banked in off the glass. Heinrich's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Outside for Thomas. And again, Boston with the triple.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's Heinrich. And the layup's good off the glass. Heinrich's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he has picked it up here in the second half, really lighting it up now.
Kicks it to Wade.
Boy, a perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
And he can't get the first one. Well, the Jazz are two young, talented big men in Derek Favors and Enes Kanter. The question has been, can they play together?
I think you've got to give it more time to see if, in fact, they can play together, because ideally they would be a formidable duo, particularly at the defensive end and on the glass. And you don't want to give up on that possibility at this point in time. In today's NBA, you got to have some spacing to be effective, so you got to add some shooting if those two guys are going to be effective together.
And guys, Enes Kanter, coming into the NBA as a player who could score inside and out. He's still looking for consistency in his jump shot. If he can hit the mid-range jumper consistently, that should help him and Favors share time on the court.
Jarrett Jack is checked in for Kirk Heinrich.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And for the Jazz, as last season wore on, more and more they started alternating Favors and Kanter to minimize their court time together. That wasn't the initial idea. They were actually hoping to be able to play those guys together, and I still think they've got to continue to try to pursue that goal. And we'll see if they can mesh better on the court with the passing of time.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Noel. Lewis comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Calderon in for Thomas. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys, right now. Be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities. Boy, bad timing. Now is not the time to be giving him that shot.
Calderon kicks to Lewis. Back to Calderon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And the Jazz with possession here. They've led by as much as 10. And Jack, here we go. And he gets it to go. Jack's got 6 in the quarter.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Jazz making a switch here. Kanter's checked in. And both free throws good for Bynum. Here's Jack. Left side, Jack. He dishes it to Fry. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 5 assists in the game.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. He may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now as the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Noel's checked in for Boston.
What a game we've seen here for Thomas. He's got 27 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
The Jazz making a switch here. Heinrich's checked in. Utah calls timeout.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls, and most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups, I understand that. But this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
Jarrett Jack is checked in for the Jazz. .157 left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And it's Wade penetrating. Misses in close. Utah's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. For Boston, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
It's the first, and that brings them within 5. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Thomas. So he gets them both.
In a crucial spot, he is always so solid at the line. He rarely wastes those opportunities.
And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Jack. 15 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, good numbers, and that's been important for his team. They needed some points. He's provided some easy ones at the foul line, so he's making an impact here.
Brooks checked in for Utah.
I don't like throwing up long-range threes at this point. You've got to get better looks to try to close this gap.
Penalty situation. Shooting for Utah.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. The Celtics should be pretty good tonight at 48%. Gallinari inside the 3-point line. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Jack against Wade. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
And it just feels like those are the free throws that probably put this game out of reach.
Passes it to Gallinari. Wade kicks to Gibson. And stolen by Fry. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on him.
3. Calderon, that's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And both free throws good for Brooks. The Celtics have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. The drive by Wade. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Now Jack. so it's Utah easily grabbing the win.